Welcome back to Reassembly, our Galactic Empire themed playthrough. Talk okay? Looks like we're going to be trying to get as much resources as possible so we can start building some bigger ships. So I may also try and catch a couple of ships on the fleet, but I may not need to. So first things first, we're going to use our upgrade menu to get a little bit more hull and see what we can add to our personal ship. So it looks like let's see if we can move. Get two more of these going. That's good. How much are shield generators? 80. I don't think we're gonna have enough for two of them. See how much more the whole chunk of this adds. Okay, so I think we can add two more of these. See, I'm not gonna be able to get more shielding yet. I think I might as well at least get more firepower. And let's see. I think they'll do it actually. Wait for our ship to regenerate. It's a little bit more significant firepower. Still kind of limited on the missiles, but I don't really want to have that kind of undefended yet. I believe after this I'm going to attempt to do a broadside class. I may be able to actually do the hull and basics relatively cheaply and then just add in extra shields and guns to fit the final profiles as we go. Looks like we got a space station is under threat. See anything? Do a little hunting. There it goes, a nice little kill. Escape. Escape with those resources. Oop, I missed the drop off point. Already it seems to be, even though they're smaller ships, they seem to be doing relatively well on this scale here. Which is surprising considering most of them, the ties are unshielded. Our previous victim. Come over and help these guys out. There we go. Got a nice little chunk of resources there. I think I might need to put more reverse thrust at some point on this. Oh yeah, that's lots of resources, dude. There we go. Oh, actually more than I can take. I'll let some of my allies get that. I'm gonna make another drop off. We may actually have enough to consider making the next ship. There we go. Alright, let's go back in here. Upgrade 470. Actually, 2 upgrades. We're actually over 1,000 P now. Alright. Back to fleet. Alright, let's see what we can do. So, I do like having the turrets contained like this. I think it does provide a little bit extra armor for them outside the basic hull, and pretty much costs nothing. So we're gonna take it to a couple segments like this. And I'm actually going to be making the full cost version first, and then stepping it down to see if I can actually fly it. That way, because your fleet will actually put out larger ships than you actually are able to fly yourself, which I actually like because it doesn't limit too much the design. I will have to soon make a larger station, otherwise I will not be able to field those ships because the stations won't have the capacity to. Alright, I think that's good for that. I use more of a step design just because it gives almost more of the proper angle here. It might not look quite as good aesthetically, but to me, I think overall, especially when you're zoomed out, it actually does look better when you zoom out because it's the proper profile. Let's see. Come on, be here. There we go. And actually, I found in the past when I have made other Star Wars-esque ships that they do very well when it comes to playing the game because there is a lot of hull mass to them, and they tend to be able to handle a lot more damage than other designs. So I'm going to extend this in one more. I want some extra engines. or at least the capacity to field extra engines later. So I'm sure I'm going to have to step my design down quite a bit. Let's see. Here. That's not what I want to do, but it'll work. So I can actually give myself a good idea of what the value is going to be as I go. And I'm already at 788p, so this is definitely going to be a more expensive design. So, and this is going to be a broadside class, which is a missile cruiser. So it's going to have a nice big missile battery here. Also, these missiles will be in the core where they're a little more defended, so I'll be able to keep firing the missiles even with significant amount of battle damage. Alright, then we're going to put in another. We'll put our point defense. I'm going to put 5 total. One here. You know what? I'll make it 6. I'll put 1 in front too. Alright, now I need a power grid. And I like to pretend that the harvesters are like the conventional Star Wars tractor beams. At least that's how I usually place them when I'm building a ship. So if I have like an Imperial class or something, I'll have that extra like 10 or so tractor beams just to symbolize that. Now, as I build up this design, I'll probably add more turrets here, or maybe use like the autocannons. Sometimes I tend to use the plasma cannons like ion, or the autocannon like the turbo lasers, or vice versa. But I do, when I do get into the larger weapons, then those will be the equivalent of like the heavier turbo lasers that are like on the Imperial class center line, stuff like that. We still got some space here. I think I might actually increase the generators a little bit. This still isn't a horribly expensive ship. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, I'm actually gonna complete this design here. I know there's a little bit of area there that could be potentially at risk. But I don't want to add any more shields because it's just going to add more expense to it. And I still have to add in some more like reverse thrust. Actually, I think I'm going to change this reverse thrust here. Put this in. actually give it some significant reversal test. Especially after how hard it is to maneuver and reverse with the previous ship I was using, the DP20 class. These being offset should give plenty of turn. If it's a problem, I'll change it later. But I think this is going to be our invader, or our broadside class. I know. Now it's time to see if we can strip it down a little bit. I'm thinking maybe if I just move the missiles out of here. Okay, it didn't bring me alive, so. Because we keep the missiles. Probably gonna have to. Come on. Probably going to have to get a little bit more. Get rid of some of the shielding then. Alright, I guess this isn't going to be a ship that can fly. So I earn some more credits. So I'm gonna save that. Put this down here because that's gonna be more of a frigate size. And we're gonna modify this a little bit. We got somewhere to modify it. So the shields are 80. I can actually add 2 more shields now. Too much. Yep. Alright, so we'll make this row. Oh, there we go. Almost perfect. Only 4 points to spare. And it also made me a lot more survivable in the midsection. And these two actually easily cover my missiles and stuff. So I think good there. If I had a little bit more P, I'd try and add some more reverse thrusters. He's back here. Alright, I guess we'll call that the design for now. Yeah, see, I'm almost up to the full amount of shielding. And I believe, well, I'm just relatively close to home, I'm just going to do the cheap way out. See, my ships grab that. This my ally get to keep the resources. There we go. Still like over maneuverable. Definitely need to get an upgrade to be able to slow down faster. I think we're gonna go north over where this area is over here. Where it's a smaller section of red. Passionately making love to almost every asteroid I run into. Oh, hello guys. Okay, can we hit them? Thank you. Not a whole lot of resources in those little guys, but not a whole lot of threat either. got a little decent amount. There's a battle over here. Wow, ship, Southfish Talent. I mean, I guess there is such thing as over-maneuverable. I'm afraid to dial down my response because I don't want to all of a sudden have a big ship that can't turn because I turned my sensitivity to it. Oh, come on, stop rotating. Oh, there's a blue. I remember that. I hate asteroid fields. Sooner or later, I'm going to be doing my normals. Exterminatus, where I make a ship that destroys everything, including asteroids. Go. Should give us a little bit. No, get back in there. There we go. That gave us some resource points to spend. Oh, come on with the asteroids. Oh, that's a no for me over there. This is the resources should let us start building more ships. Asteroids, go away. There we go. It's starting to finally get some allies built. Alright, let's see what we can do. In the bed, should I do a factory or more P? I might make her an Imperial factory. Good Imperial station design. So 3. Now over here. Right. So I'm not gonna try and do the 3-sided Imperial Station. So I want to make it 4-sided, but I'm still gonna try and keep that design that it has. And there's the dog in the background. Alright, almost a half hour in. And I'm gonna make this bigger. I'm just using this as a rough design guide. I'll make the whole station full size once I get, well, I think I'm gonna make this a mid-size station. It's not gonna be huge. I want to save the huge for the Golan platforms. It's still gonna be decent size because this will be using the mid-size blocks once I upgrade it. It's gonna have to be well shielded because it is gonna be a relatively spindly design. But normally this Imperial design might be a little bit smaller here, and these arms would be arranged in three sections rather than 4. But I think this will do. So, we'll look through it. Make the next size larger. Where'd you go? So now we're gonna probably put the factories where we want the factory is. Yeah, they'll fit in there. So this is going to be the equivalent of a shipyard station. I will also be making a defense station, but for the nature of the game, that defense station will have to have at least one shipyard. So, like I said, those will be the Golan class stations. But these here are the ones that I want to replace the I want these to replace the ones that are already in the game for this faction. That way, once I have all my ships set and all the parts that I need unlocked, I am going to be going to another galaxy to start an actual conquest. And then I'll eventually probably be starting other factions or designs for this as well. Alright, so let's see what we got.